Everybody's talking about Wreck. And Corey did his review of Wreck, and everyone's writing their reviews of Wreck, and I've been saying for like weeks now I'm going to do it, so here it is. Well, I found a copy finally of the Spanish horror movie that all this buzz is about, and I got to be the one to provide the needle for your balloons. This movie is terrible. Okay, I'm kidding. Corey and everybody else are right. This movie completely rocks into Mordor. The story is simple enough. A small-time TV reporter and her cameraman are doing a late-night ride-along with a fire crew. They get called to this tenement house where some old lady is reportedly injured and acting crazy. A bunch of the residents, freaked out by the unearthly screeching coming from upstairs in said geezer's apartment, are milling about in the lobby as nosy Spanish tenement dwellers are prone to do. We follow the firefighters up to the apartment where they find the old lady, who is one big Henrietta from Evil Dead-sized old bag, standing up, covered in blood, and making strange guttural sounds. She attacks, and somebody gets bitten. They shoot her down! And that's all, like, real early in the film. I swear, I'm not spoiling anything they don't show you in the trailer. Where this film suffers a bit is from kind of a slow bit after this. I mean, kind of the middle of the film, it's not interminably slow, but nothing really much is happening either. The people find out that the Spanish version of the CDC have locked them up in the building. Something viral appears to be afoot, and nobody gets to leave until they figure out what's what. So lots of hand-wringing and ineffectually looking for ways to escape and wondering about the guys who pretty much got their faces bitten off by Henrietta. You're pretty much going, okay, yeah, there's a zombie thing happening. Let's move on. It's not until the last 30 minutes of this film that things really pick up. But pick up they do. Holy hell's a poppin' Batman do they pick up. I mean, sure, it's a zombie thing here, but only sort of. More like 28 days later, really. But what makes this really fascinating is the conclusion. I don't want to spoil anything, but just for me personally, I felt it had kind of a Silent Hill The Origin feeling to it that had me peering suspiciously into dark corners for about a week afterwards. In fact, in retrospect, the slowdown in the middle works because it makes the chaos at the end that much more upsetting. Some are going to hate the handheld camera usage and will critically compare this to Cloverfield or Diary of the Dead, and let me just say this, that's too bad because you're being silly and you're completely wrong. Regular horror is all but played out in its overused techniques for making you jump. I mean, how many times are we going to get the fake scare, the hear a noise, turn around, nothing there, then turn back around, ah! The last new idea was Ringu, and we've all had enough of that long-haired undead biatch, I think. There's lots of new ground open to cover for scares with this style. Its cinema verite-ness is more conducive in many ways to creating the freaky atmospheres that horror relies on. Rec does a really amazing job of proving it.